Just met up with Brennen here this afternoon. He was out here on this public this morning. He had some birds hammering, so we're gonna slip in here. We already got kind of an idea where we want to set up, but we just wanted to pick out a couple trees for the morning. I think this is the spot. We got kind of a ridge point that comes out here. It opens up. There's some bigger timber here, about 75-80 yards up. And our guess is that's where the birds were roosting this morning. We got a little bit of a trail right here we can slip in pretty quiet. We're gonna keep scouting. We got a couple spots we're gonna do some drive-bys on, see if we can find some birds too for hunting tomorrow. So. Here comes the boom. First day Iowa season here. My first time hunting Iowa ever. Heading out this morning. We cleared out a spot last night for some birds where Brennen was hearing them. We're gonna be definitely a little bit chilly this morning, so we're layering up, getting a little bit of food and coffee in us. Should be a good morning. Brennan's been seeing and hearing quite a few birds around, so goal is to punch a couple tags in the next 4 days. We got end up birds. These birds are just hammering at everything we put at them, but there's some hens down on the bottom. They strutted up here for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and they went down off the edge. They've been down there since, probably at 100, 125 yards. I mean, we could sit here and keep working them, but I think we might be doing more harm than good if we're going to sit here and keep calling at them. We're not going to push it with them this morning. We know they're here. They just don't want to play with us right now, so we'll come back at a different time, I think. It's just so freaking windy on these tops now. We heard some gobbling. Threw a couple calls out. We heard some gobbling way off to the west here. Actually not too far off the road. So we're gonna bump down a couple parking spots. I think we'll be a little bit closer, but I don't know. We'll see. We gotta get in a spot where we're out of this wind though, I think, before we have any luck here, so. Just cedars. Slipped up on the top of this ridge. We got birds gobbling a few hundred yards down here in the bottom. Not really a great spot for setting up decoys, so we decided to just sit here and see if we can call them up on this narrow ridge top in the range. We're a little bit lower, so we're kind of out of the wind more, but we're just gonna throw some calls out here and see if we can suck them up here. They're like right in that bottom, aren't they? They didn't sound terribly far, a couple hundred yards max. It's gonna come up just the top. That one was close. We had a hen yelping up the ridge here. She came into about 30 yards. She got up on this top, and I don't know if she kind of picked us out or seen something she didn't like, and she kind of scooted the side of it. Well, right behind her was a tom. He strutted this whole side of this ridge and came to 15 yards or less to the right of us. But it was just how this hill's set up. I couldn't even hardly see him. Couldn't even get a shot. Needed him to come up on top a little bit more and it would have been game over, but that was a close call. I wasn't even in the birds we were working. Sandwich time. 9:30. Let these birds have a little peace and quiet for an hour, and then we back after them. Now we're ready. First thought I was hearing stuff, and all of a sudden bird hammered right on the top of the hill here. There's a ditch here, and for some reason he didn't want to cross. I mean, he came all the way off the hill like he was committed. Got to the bottom by the ditch and turned around and went back. But I thought we heard another bird gobble back this way and maybe another one off to the left, so we're gonna move further in this property here. Maybe just do a different kind of setup and see if it's something they like better. Oh yeah, I see him. Can't believe that. He's coming silent like that.
Had to be the same bird.
It was definitely, I would say definitely the bird that we had going over here. Just we got on this side of the ditch we got into a spot he wanted to cooperate finally. Well, today was a pretty special day. First hunt ever for Iowa longbeard. First time ever hunting turkeys at all in Iowa, either with a gun or behind a camera. Pretty much everywhere we went, we were on birds, and it was somewhat marginal weather. I mean, it's beautiful out today though, but it's been really windy. But the birds have been pretty talkative, to be honest. Brennen has a tag too, so we're gonna try and punch his tag the next few days. Season goes till I think Thursday. It's a 4-day season here, first season in Iowa. So we're gonna try and knock down one more bird, but great start to the year. First hunt of the year for me, and can't complain.
Hope you find me. When the sun rises, when the sun rises.
Nothing's answering the call yet. Temperature's starting to drop off. Sit tight. See what rolls up in here. That's gonna be a wrap on opening day here in Iowa. We scratched one out. Mike killed that one and took a break. Came off this afternoon and it's been dead, but no complaints. Great day of turkey hunting.
Day 2. It's cold this morning. It's probably close to freezing.
All set up. It's about 6:15. Right about 5-10 minutes away from fly down. We can hear a lot of birds gobbling this morning, pretty much every direction. Closest one is just down here off this hill, probably ballpark 150, 200 yards. He's definitely our main contender. Bird pitched down. I wouldn't say he's gobbling a lot, but he's gobbling still. It's probably straight down this hill, down in the bottom. I think he's just spinning circles down there. We just slipped back into this piece of public. It's a big, secluded green field along this river bottom. Been kind of driving around trying to get a gobble. It's been pretty quiet since the roost this morning. They're gonna turn on eventually. About 10:45. We just took a sandwich break. Now we're back out. The wind's picked up a little bit, but it's coming in gusts. But we'll see. It's been pretty slow since the roost this morning, but I think that's gonna change here midday. These birds are gonna break off the hens. Hopefully they start making some noise. I've never had one just come up in the spread and clean itself like this. Oh yeah. Stay there, hen, stay there. He's right here to your right, Mike. He's gonna come. You ready? That's how it's supposed to work.
Textbook hunt. We've probably been here half hour. It's Tuesday, the 13th of April. It's the second day of the season here in Iowa. Mike was fortunate enough to punch his tag yesterday. We kind of ran around yesterday afternoon and hunted again all morning. This morning, not a whole lot going. We heard some birds off the roost, but pretty much they got with hens, I think, after fly down, and it's been quiet pretty much since about 8:30 this morning. So we kind of took a break, got something to eat, and we came back out here. We figured eventually they'd turn on and break away from the hens, and I'm glad we did. We come back to the north end of the farm here, and we were set up for probably 45 minutes or so. And we had a hen from the east come up, and she stood in the decoy set for all of 5 minutes, maybe closer to 10 minutes. And she was getting ready to leave, and about that time, Mike heard footsteps coming through the leaves up the hill. And sure enough, shortly after that, we figured it was a tom coming charging in, because that hen was yelping, I was yelping, and he gobbled for the first time at probably 30 yards. Next thing you know, he comes out to the right of us, and beautiful, just right down the open here and right into the decoys. Bubba took one for the team. Lucky enough, he put his head up for me to make a good shot, but just a classic hunt midday. I think Mike killed his right around the exact same time yesterday, both of them between 11:30 and 12 o'clock. It's just awesome when you can get them away from the hens middle of the day and they're out looking. And that's exactly what happened here today. Secret weapon.
I'm gonna pass, I think, on the Famous Dave's. That's a lot going on for summer sausage, mayo, and
Wait till I throw some dill pickle chips on top. That's close. Where you at? Words of wisdom?
this is what I'm working with here.
Oh, shut up. Why is he hunting over there if the big group's over there, though? I feel like the big group's over here.
Yeah.
He's lying to us. That's all right. I don't want a big group. I just want one 2-year-old. I think the brunt of it fit right there.
I'd say.